Why don't you give us a ranking of the best roast beef sandwiches you've ever had and where they were from?
Okay.
Let's do top 3.
Top 3, okay. Let's think about this real quick, because this is a real... I think I can do best 3 I've ever had. Okay,
the one that's going right on the internet.
That's fine. I've had a beef from the Modern Butcher that made me stop and think about my life. It didn't even make sense. I don't understand how something can taste so much better than other places who are making the same sandwich with the same ingredients. I don't get it. I'm Tom Hanks and big. I don't get it. And if you're sitting at this little bar top and they have an awesome beer selection of like local and not local, like really hard to find craft beers. Sitting there, you got your Trillium in front of you, and you're looking right in front of you, and to your left is Warren, one of the owners, and he's on a manual slicer. Most places have this machine just going. No, he's manual, and he's looking at it, and he's filling little cups with beef. Turns around, passes it to his wife, Lisa. Now, Lisa inspects the beef, makes sure nothing in there is not perfect. That's why it takes an hour in line to get this sandwich. Then she's taking this beef, putting it on a perfectly griddled tallow bun with cheese in the bottom, takes a ladle of warm James River and nestles it in there, makes it beautiful, a little mayo on top, brings it out. It is the most beautiful sandwich you've ever seen in your life.
Sounds like a picture-worthy moment. Wow. It's beautiful.
It should be in the fucking Louvre.
Yeah.
If there's one picture they post, it should be on the fucking wall in France. And a lot of people give them shit because they do it once a week. They do different sandwiches every day. There is a butcher shop and a sandwich shop. But like, they can't do what they do every day.
Right.
They're not cranking out 1,000 a day. They're doing a small amount. They're a butcher. They're not trying to oversource a certain cut of meat because they care about things for some reason. Yeah. There's a place in Ipswich that's my personal favorite for working man's beef called Zenos. 3 steps from Bill and Bob's. She's the niece of Nick and Billy from Nick's and Billy's, and they worked at Bill and Bob's. Wonderful place. She has, so the 3 ways, the common way to get it. And 3 ways of double entendre, as you're not stupid. Yep. So we started making I started having places make what I would call a 5-way. And it would be cheese sauce mayo, horseradish, and onion rings. And fresh horseradish, not the cream, because you already have the mayo. You don't need to add more fucking liquid. And the first place I got it at that did it the exact right way was this place, Zenos. And instead of calling it a 5-way, I called it a gangbang. And the first one I had was, again, like smiling. It was like nothing I've had like that.
Yeah.
And actually recently, and I wouldn't have said this 2 years ago, there's this little spot in Pepperell, Mass, which is nowhere near the North Shore. You got to drive through places like Dunstable. It's up like Nashua, New Hampshire, and Lowell. It's as we say, off the beefing path.
Off the beefing
path. Dude from Peabody, met a girl, moved out there, started this pizza shop, C&S Pizza in Pepperell. Didn't do roast beef sandwiches or didn't do them well. I don't know if he did them. One day decided, I'm going to start making these and doing the fucking best ever. And he just started doing well, and people started driving out there. I'm like, this can't be fucking real. This weird little C&S Pizza in this strip mall in Pepperell. It's an hour from anywhere. And I walk in, and Bill Geek is from Peabody. He's like, tell me all his history, where he worked and who he knows, and his best friend, his dad's friend, and his dad and Nondis were best friends. I'm like, okay, all right. So I tried. It was awesome. And he's a really competitive guy, and he wants to do better and better and better. And we have an app, an actual North Shore Beefs app we had developed. And it's basically Yelp for beefs. It's Portnoy's Pizza app kind of thing, one bite. Yeah. And you can open it up and see what the nearest beef to you is, and you can review it. And Bill has had the highest reviews since the app existed. He averages a 9.8 out of 10. And he gets a ton of reviews. So again, when I had my hip replaced, I was kind of laid up for a while, but I could drive. So I took a ride to Pepperell. And Bill's great, the nicest guy in the world. He comes and goes, what do you want today? I tell him I want a 4-way. And I don't think horseradish because give me heartburn. But I want the onion ring on the sandwich. I want the 3-way. And he stepped up his bun game because they're all trying to find little ways. He got a better onion roll. Again, fucking doves were flying. They're all so close, and it's always the next one could be the best one.
Right.
But those 3, I would say, were the ones that are stuck in my memory.